Hello student, myself Vinod Panara and today we discuss some topic of boiler chapter of BME, that is Basic Mechanical Engineering. So in today lecture, first we discuss Lancashire boiler. So in last lecture, we already discussed Cochrane boiler and Babcock-Wilcox boiler. These two boiler we already discussed. Now in today lecture we discuss third one, that is Lancashire boiler. So boiler, that is a device which convert water into steam. So now before discussing this boiler, we discuss about characteristics of Lancashire boiler. So first one, it is horizontal boiler. Horizontal means if the axis of boiler is horizontal, then it is called horizontal boiler. Then it is a fire tube boiler. It means high temperature gas pass in tube and water that is present outside the tube in boiler cell. So it is fire tube boiler. Then third one, it is internally fire boiler. What do you mean by internally fire boiler? If the furnace that is directly attached with boiler cell, then it is called internally fire boiler. And it is also multi-tube boiler because in this boiler more than one tube present. Then it has natural circulation of flue gas, then solid as well as liquid fuel can be burned, and it is medium pressure boiler. What do you mean by medium pressure boiler? This boiler has working pressure range from 10 to 25 bar. So it is medium pressure boiler. So these are the characteristics of Lancashire boiler. Now we discuss specification. So cell diameter, that is 2 to 3 meter, length 7 to 9 meter, working pressure 16 bar, steam generating capacity 9000 kg per hour, and efficiency 50 to 70 percentage. So this is about characteristics and specification of Lancashire boiler. Okay. Now we discuss this Lancashire boiler. So in Lancashire boiler, it is fire tube boiler. It means high temperature gas pass in tube and water present outside the tube. And due to heat transfer between high temperature gas and water, water converted into steam, and this steam we have to supply to particular application by steam stop valve. So in this boiler there is a grate. What is function of grate? On the surface of grate there is a combustion of fuel that is carried out. So on the surface of grate there is a combustion of fuel. This process takes place. So due to combustion of fuel, high temperature gas release, and this high temperature gas is pass in the tube, which is denoted by arrow in this diagram. So high temperature gas pass inside the tube and water present outside the tube in boiler cell. So due to heat transfer, water converted into steam, and steam collect at the upper part of boiler cell. Why upper part? Because density difference. Steam has less density than water. So steam collect at the upper side of boiler cell. Now pressure gauge measure pressure of steam. Water level indicator, it indicate level of water inside the boiler. Then if steam produce, that is greater than one limit, then safety valve automatically open and extra amount of steam it is released into atmosphere, then safety valve automatic closed. So safety valve protect boiler from blast. Okay. Then steam stop valve. What is function of steam stop valve? It control the amount of steam supplied to the particular application. What is function of feed check valve? It control the amount of water supplied to the boiler. What is function of blow off cock? Which is attached at the bottom side of boiler, and its function is it remove periodically the water which is present at the bottom side of boiler which contain dust particle, sediments, etc. So it remove this dust particle water at regular interval of time. So this is about boiler mountings. This pressure gauge, water level indicator, safety valve, steam stop valve, feed check valve, blow off cock, these all are boiler mounting which are fitted with boiler for boiler safety. Okay. And this boiler is medium pressure boiler. It means its working pressure range is from 10 to 25 bar. So in this boiler, in specification we know working pressure that is 16 bar. Okay. And this boiler is internally fire boiler because furnace is directly attached with boiler cell. Okay. Now the flow of high temperature gas, that is in three way. First, high temperature gas that is produced in the furnace, which is transferred firstly in the main pipeline. So high temperature gas pass in the pipeline, that is called main flow. And when this high temperature gas exit from main pipeline, it is transferred to the bottom side of boiler cell. So it is called bottom flow. And then this high temperature gas pass at the side way from the boiler cell. So it is called side flow. So first high temperature gas pass in main pipeline. So it is called main flow. Then this high temperature gas pass at the bottom side of boiler cell. So it is called bottom flow. And then this high temperature gas pass at the side from the boiler cell. So it is called side flow. So there are three flow of high temperature gas. And so we have to maximum utilize heat energy from high temperature gas to convert water into steam. And this steam collect at the upper side of boiler. And this steam supplied to particular application from steam stop valve. So this is about Lancashire boiler. So now we discuss construction of Lancashire boiler. So normally this drum consists of two fire tube. For this boiler, the water drum is placed over the bricks work. The great things for this boiler is that water level inside the drum is always above the side channel of the flue gas. For this reason, more heat can transfer to the water. The furnace of this boiler is located at the end of fire tube, which is inside the boiler. So this boiler is internally fire boiler. Then Lancashire boiler also consists of other necessary mounting and accessories. These are economizer, safety valve, superheater, water gauge, pressure gauge and some other parts. All are for the better performance. of Lancashire boiler. Okay. Now we discuss working of Lancashire boiler. So water usually pump into the cell through the economizer. What is function of economizer? That we have to discuss later on. Economizer is a boiler accessories. Okay. Now this operation is performed by a water pump. So water pump is used to transfer water into the boiler. It forces water to the boiler. Generally, hard fuel is fired at the grate. This is the first heating process and it produces flue gas, high temperature gas. Then generated flue gas pass through the main pipeline. This flue gas can pass from one side to another side and inside the boiler fire tube. Boiler fire tube can transfer 80 to 90 percentage of total heat to the water. So when a high temperature gas pass in the main pipeline, it transfer 80 to 90 percentage of heat to the water. And then this high temperature gas pass at the bottom side of boiler cell. Then also it transfers some amount of heat energy to the water. And then it is passed at the side from the boiler cell. Then it also transfers some amount of heat energy to the boiler. And due to this heat exchange, water converted into steam and this steam supply to a particular application. Now we discuss what do you mean by boiler mountings. So boiler mountings are the device which are fitted to the boiler cell for the safety of boiler, and according to IBR, Indian boiler regulation, it is compulsory to use boiler mounting before operation of boiler. Okay. Then boiler accessories. So these are the auxiliary part required for the steam boiler for their proper operation and to increase efficiency of boiler. So boiler accessories are the device which are connected with boiler to increase its efficiency and performance of boiler. So boiler mounting is for safety of boiler and boiler accessories is to increase boiler efficiency. So this is about boiler mounting and boiler accessories. Now we discuss one by one. First, boiler mountings. So first one, that is pressure gauge. So this is diagram of pressure gauge. So pressure gauge, that is one type of boiler mounting. It means it is used for the safety of boiler. And this pressure gauge are attached at the top side of boiler. Okay. Now when the steam pressure that is enter into pipeline, that is Bourdon tube as shown in this diagram. So when steam pressure that is enter into Bourdon tube, and according to steam pressure, length of Bourdon tube change, and due to this change, rack and pinion gear also rotate, and due to this rotation, pointer also deflect. End of this pointer that is on the reading scale. So we have to note down reading from the scale, and by this way we measure pressure of steam. So this is pressure gauge that is used to measure pressure of steam. It indicates pressure of steam in boiler. Then it is mounted on the front top of the cell or on the drum. It is having a dial which graduated to a read pressure. Then when the pressure is applied to inside of oval Bourdon tube, its cross section tends to become circular and free end of Bourdon tube that is try to become straight. It means length of Bourdon tube change according to pressure of steam, and due to this there is a change in gears. So due to this pointer deflect and it indicate reading on the scale, and this reading indicate pressure of steam. So this is about pressure gauge. Now we discuss second one, that is water level indicator. So this diagram is for water level indicator. What is its function? It indicate level of water inside the boiler. So how much level of water that is present inside the boiler, that it indicate. So water level indicator that is attached with boiler, then it consists of two ball valve. First, lower ball valve that is called water valve, and upper ball valve that is called steam ball valve. Okay, and it consists of one glass tube which are sealed so that it protect the glass tube. Okay, now when this both ball valve that is open, then water from the below passage and steam from the above passage, it is transferred, and it is transferred to the glass tube. So a level of water in the glass tube, we have to taken this reading, and this is called level of water inside the boiler. So by measuring the reading of water in the glass tube, we know how much level of water present inside the boiler. So this is about water level indicator. So it indicates the water level inside the boiler vessel. It is fitted at the front end of every boiler. Then the glass tube is protected by means of cover and made of special tough glass. Then normally two water level indicator are fitted to the boiler. When both ball valve open, steam transfer from the upper passage, because at the upper side there is a steam and lower side there is a water. So from the upper passage steam transfer, and from the lower passage water transfer. And in glass tube, level of water that we have to read, and in glass tube we note down the reading of level of water, and that is the level of water present inside the boiler. So this is about water level indicator. So in this lecture we discuss Lancashire boiler, then pressure gauge and water level indicator. So thank you for today's lecture.